I'm Tim of Govberg, and welcome to the world of Omega. Today, I will be your guide to the features and the highlights of the Omega Seamaster Professional Planet Ocean 600 meter. This is a professional grade dive watch that is 43.5 millimeters in aerospace grade 5 titanium. Light on the wrist thanks to the grade 5 titanium construction of case and bracelet. The watch also features robust resistance to scratches and scuffs that one would associate more with steel than with titanium. This is the advantage of using grade 5. Now the watch is impressively specified outboard of the case and movement, as the bracelet is robust, featuring large links with ample channels on the underside such that the wrist can aerate on a hot day. These broad channels also ensuring absolute comfort, resistance to pinching skin or pulling hair. The clasp is substantial, both in its physical presence, and it is beautifully finished, it has an impressive presence on the wrist, and in terms of its specification with twin trigger opening. It can't accidentally fly open, there's no clamshell, it is not friction fit. It feels as though hewn from a single ingot of titanium alloy, and internally you have a number of options for sizing, either over a wetsuit, in which case you may wish to use the full flip-out extension, or if you wish to micrometrically adjust it, there is a push-button slider so that you can adjust if your wrist merely changes size during activity, inactivity, hot or cold weather. Also note that the flip-out extension features ceramic retaining pins such that over time its tight tolerances and crisp action will be retained. Individual removable links allow for more precise and permanent sizing. Now the dominant finish, in the interest of maximizing legibility and minimizing glare, is satin, as you'll see on the bracelet and most surfaces of the dial in the case. However, some small and finely finished areas of polish serve almost as jewelry, popping against the satin finish of the flank and the matte finish of the bezel and the dial. You'll also note in profile the helium escape valve. Saturation divers, those diving in extreme environments where helium may build up inside the watch, will appreciate this extreme refinement. For the rest of us, it's a matter of luxury representing more than you need. Not just the excess, but the delight of additional features and added value. It's also a wonderful conversation piece, as is the spectacular liquid metal style bezel. Now, it is a ceramic insert co-bonded with a special metal alloy. That's the liquid metal that makes up the calibrations and the numerals. It becomes co-molded and perma-bonded to the ceramic such that the two will never separate. And for maximum legibility during the first critical 15 minutes of a dive, you can see from 0 to 15 minutes on the bezel, a special signal orange insert allows easier reading. Now the dial, like the case, is grade 5 titanium, albeit in a blasted or matte finish. You'll also note applied white gold indices and hands at center, as the Planet Ocean is Omega's flagship diving family. Broad arrow minute and hour hands allow for easy reading, as does the broad counterweighted seconds hand with its shock of signal orange at the end. Tri-Arabics 12, 9, and 6 feature the signature Planet Ocean family orange coloration with an applied Omega marquee and logo at 12 o'clock. There's a discrete date window, nicely counterbalancing the Arabic numeral 9. For easy reading of this practical information, also note the oversized crown, which is deeply knurled to enable easy access with gloved or wet hands. Turning the watch over, the master chronometer status of the timepiece becomes readily apparent. Now this is Omega's new and exclusive caliber 8900. You will not find it in any other Swatch Group products, including those of the haute de gamme brands such as Blancpain and Breguet. Now, its calling card is its master chronometer status. That is, it is a chronometer that not only meets the COSC testings, which pertain just to a bare movement, but to the fully cased up complete watch tests of endurance, durability, and precision created jointly by Omega and the Swiss Federal Institute of Metrology. This robust 8-step test ensures that the watch is not just chronometer precise, but dive watch tough. Now, it's also important to note that because of the master chronometer standard. This is also an amagnetic timepiece, so robustly resistant to water down to 600 meters. It's also resistant to over 1.5 Tesla or over 15,000 Gauss, more an amagnetic watch than an anti-magnetic watch. The caliber features dual mainspring barrels coupled in series for even torque release throughout the entirety of the 60-hour power reserve, with smooth bi-directional winding so there's no rotor wobble or unseemly noise on the wrist. Now you'll note that it does feature a dual anchored full balance bridge with a free sprung balance, both of these features allowing the watch to take and hold precise regulation, but also endowing it with robust resistance to shock-induced timing deviation. This is a watch that features all of the toys inside, with a coaxial caliber that integrates the famed Omega George Daniels alternative escapement technology for reduced long-term maintenance needs and improved short and long-term timing precision. Finally, you can see the handsome decoration with Geneva waves in arabesque and blackened screws that are distinctive to this family of movement. It also features hacking seconds, so you can halt the seconds hand to synchronize precisely to a reference time, and there is a time zone feature, so you can step the hour hand in 1 hour increments as you travel time zones, even driving the date forward or backwards as you move east or west across the international date line. A watch that's handsome, innovative, fine, and tough all at once. It's a timepiece that could easily act as the only watch for a discerning connoisseur. See it and the entire family of Omega Fine timepieces on our website, govbergwatches.com.